Hi, Taylor T. Carlson here, and it's actually been a long time since I did any action figure reviews on this channel, so I figured I was long overdue for one. Now, a few months ago, some of the Power Ranger actors did an in-store in town, which I unfortunately didn't make it to, but I did buy a figure just in case I went, so this is the figure that I picked up. This is the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Zeo Yellow Ranger. The yellow Zeo Ranger, of course, was Tanya Sloan, who's the ancestor of Aisha, who was the second Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger, and the two of them basically switch places in time at the end of Mighty Morphin, so Tanya becomes the Zeo Yellow Ranger. So we'll unbox this figure, and I'll show it off and share my opinions. There's the side of the box. You got a nice photo of her helmet there. All your legalese on the bottom of the box. And now let's crack her open. Here's a look at the figure on its backing card and the plastic. I'll pull this off and show off what all we get here in a second. Now, like the other Zeo Ranger, she comes with the Zeo Battle Sword. Now, like I said with a lot of the past Zeo figures, I really wish that also included just like a retracted handle for this, because it looks a little weird when you put it in the holster that way. She also includes two interchangeable hands. She does include her signature Zeo weapon, which is these nunchucks. Like the other Zeo Rangers, of course, she has her Zeo Laser Pistol. And again, like the other figures, there's a attachment for the laser pistol that looks like the laser's being fired. Like most Lightning figure collection figures of the Ranger, she has an interchangeable head. And then lastly, of course, we have the figure itself. So I'm going to go down the body of the figure, then we'll switch the heads and try out some of the accessories. So here's just a nice look up at Tanya there. She's got her classic Zeo Ranger 2 helmet there. Head can rotate left to right, up and down, and of course is interchangeable. She's got the ball joint arms. I do like how they actually, the Lightning Collection, when they do figures of females, they actually make them look like female bodies. They don't just slap a girl's head on a male body like they did with a lot of those old figures in the 90s when I was a kid. So again, ball joint arms there. She's got articulated elbows. Wrists rotate because, of course, the hands are interchangeable, like I said before. Her torso can swivel. Again, pretty standard to the line. And she's got, under her skirt piece, you got the ball joint legs. Knees are articulated. I haven't really used this figure much, so this is a little jerky trying to get these to articulate. And then, same deal on the other side. Her boots rotate. And then, there's swiveling pieces at the bottoms for the feet. And there are holes in her feet just in case they ever do any like play sets or display options or anything. So why don't we see some of these accessories in action? We'll pop off the helmet head and we'll put on the regular Tanya head. Okay, we got her on there without too much trouble. And she actually has a pretty nice array of motion with the human head on. Sometimes, particularly if it's like a character that has long hair, this can kind of get in the way. But she actually isn't really limited by that, so that's pretty nice. And we've got the accessories down here, so why don't we try out her nunchucks. By default, she's got the gripping hands, which is typical to this line of figures. We got one of those in there. And these gripping hands are very similar to the ones that the Star Wars Black Series and the Marvel Comics figures use. So. And there we go. She's got both of her nunchucks in place. We've also got her Zeo Pod Sword. We'll put that in her hand next. There's that. And like I said before, there's room in the holster for that, but this isn't retractable, nor is there a separate retracted piece. So this does look a little weird when you store it like that, just because she's got a sword hanging out. There's how that looks if you do decide to display it like that. We then have the Zeo Laser Pistol, so we'll do that next. And this piece pretty much looks the same for every figure in the Zeo line. Okay, we got our pistol in there. And we'll put on the energy piece here as well. The little bump at the tip of the pistol fits there, and it looks like he's firing now. So we tried out our accessories. Let's try out the alternate hands now. And here we have, like, I guess you'd call these, like, karate chop type hands. And we're just switching these out. Sometimes with these Lightning Collection figures, it's a little tough to get the hand peg pieces in and out. Okay, we got those. So now she's ready to karate chop the competition. Overall, this is actually another very nice looking figure, and the likeness to Tanya is pretty good. She's got articulation where it counts. She comes with her signature weapon. Now, the one thing I will say is, like the other Zeo figures, I really wish they had like a retracted pod sword that you could put in the holster rather than the one that actually has the blade sticking out, because that looks a little silly. But overall, I have to say, I'm pretty happy with this figure, and it is another good one for the Lightning Collection. If I do get any other Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures, I will review them here. I'm just not buying them as often lately because of my budget. But I do hope to add a few more to the collection nonetheless. Are you a fan of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection? And have you picked up this figure of Tanya Sloan, the yellow Zeo Ranger, yet? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to my channel for more content, because I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.